One of the best ways to bring new clients to your practice and great value to your community is by giving back to the community through membership scholarships. This membership scholarship is sponsored by the Power of Working Together team and is approved by our director, Yvonne Henderson. You must submit your paperwork in advance for approval, and additional details will be provided on the nuances of making a connection with the school, church organization, community group, or other organization that you connect with. Keep in mind, this is a great way for you to have fun giving free speeches in your community and doing it with a free membership scholarship as an award to your scholarship competition. This service will help develop your image in your community and help you develop your own referral base through the use of what we call the Ambassador Program. The Ambassador Program is where you select a community member, usually one of the students that's in your support service, and make them an ambassador or liaison with their church, group, community club, or school that you may work with along the way. It's important to provide them with some recognition, either a baseball cap or perhaps a t-shirt that they can wear as they're acting as your ambassador in the community. This is built on what our POWT team does and tells the community about the services we provide. At the same time, you want to make it fun for your students and help them gain community service hours for building their resume. This will help you become part of the education fabric of the community and does not have to be expensive. We probably spend $10 to $15 putting one of our students out there as a community ambassador or liaison, and really for just a few bucks you can have a lot of fun and bring great notoriety to your practice. Keep in mind, it doesn't have to cost a lot. Just have fun while doing it. Over the years, one of our best and most efficient ways of getting into schools and community organizations is through our membership scholarship campaign. This is a way for you to give back to the community by sponsoring a scholarship in your name or in the name of your business to bring goodwill to your business while giving back to the community. You can do this project through schools, through service clubs, charities, churches, anyone that currently offers scholarships. And you can find a list of those scholarships at your public library or through the local Chamber of Commerce by asking for a list of all the service clubs in your town. Rotary Club, Lions Club, Sertoma, a Junior Chamber of Commerce. All of these are organizations in your community. And at our regular workshops that we do in Las Vegas, we'll fill you in on details on how to secure those lists in your community. Just look around, check with the local chamber, or check with the library. You'll find hundreds of clubs in your community that will be a great candidate for our membership scholarship campaign. By teaching you a system that you can integrate regularly into your practice, you can wake up every morning with the thought of helping just one student's college dreams come true. In other words, every day just think in terms of connecting with one student or a parent or grandparent who has a student going to college to help make their dreams for the future become a reality. This will generate a minimum of 5 new members per month and will also help you accomplish your task in your financial practice of developing new clients on a consistent basis. When you help others realize their dreams, you'll be living yours through the power of working together. And you'll be having fun at the same time. This power of working together process involves setting a consistent pattern of activity that is always productive. As you're reaching out into the community to make a connection with students, parents, community members, and leaders, they'll know your mission is to help them have a better outcome for their family members. This is a sample of a letter that you could send out. Typically, I would encourage you to send out 20 to 25 of these every month, and then simply follow up with an email or a telephone call to the program chairperson of that particular club. Here's a letter to Ken Carboni, program chairman of the Sunny Service Club in Denver, Colorado. Dear Mr. Carboni, do you believe in free speech? If your service club is like many that I meet, you may often be looking for a fun and informational presentation to entertain and enlighten the members of your organization. My 23-minute non-commercial presentation entitled How to Pay for College for Your Children or Grandchildren Without Bankrupting Your Retirement or Expanding the National Debt is humorous in nature and points out little-known strategies that use the endowment money of the colleges to pay for a good portion of your students' education. People love it, and so do the students, who often receive $100,000 or more they do not have to pay back. In addition, I hope to create goodwill for myself and for my firm with your members. And as you can see, this letter is sent out over your signature. You can use our letterhead, and it will introduce you to the service club and tell them about your presentation. It says give me a call or drop me an email if you'd like to see if this can be of service to your membership. If you're already booked, give this to your program chairperson, who can reach me oftentimes on as little as 24 hours notice. I can also show you how the members can get more value and new members from your current scholarship offerings that you make through the Westside Rotary Club, for example. So you take this sample letter, expand it a little bit to incorporate the ideas you like, and then send it out to 15 to 25 service clubs a month. You'll have more speaking engagements than you have time for. At the same time, you'll be attracting new clients to your practice by telling them about your value-added service of college planning. This is a sample of the letter for Christ the King Regional High School, over the signature of Michael Mitchell, who is the president of Christ the King School. And watch the verbiage on this letter very carefully. It's been very carefully written to make sure that it clearly explains that this is a membership scholarship competition. It's sponsored by the local supporter and community member, whoever that may be. In your case, it would be you, at a minimum of $5,000 per year for each year the student is in college. This is a value of $20,000 or more for the student who meets and follows the guidelines to receive maximum assistance. Then the winner is selected through an essay competition as described in the attached form with the rules, and the topic must be followed and match up with the guidelines that you've set forth. So this is a great way to outline what the students have to do to participate in the scholarship competition, and it will get you in the school as you just go in and tell the principal of the school you're planning on offering a scholarship. You don't need their permission, you don't need their endorsement. You just go in and let them know you're planning on providing a scholarship, and of course we'll teach you how to connect with the principal. Never go to anyone but the principal of the high school. Not the manager, not the superintendent, not the secretary, not the head counselor, not the English teacher. The principal of the high school is the boss of the high school. Go straight to the top, tell him you need 6 minutes of his time, and show him the materials that are already prepared. These all need to be prepared in advance of you approaching the school, so that when he says, wow, that sounds wonderful, you can begin promoting it immediately. This is the outline of the purpose of the scholarship competition essay, assigning the topic and explaining the position of how the awards are going to be made and how the weighting of the scholarship competition is done. Always provide them with a telephone number for contacting you and an email address, as well as a fax number where they can fax the information to you. In most cases, we put the fax number right on the application. That way they know exactly where to send it. And again, this is just an example of how you might outline the information you present, first to the principal, then to the counselors, and then to all the students and parents in that school. This is a copy of the Christ the King Community Appreciation Scholarship application. Those of you looking at it may find it looks a little bit familiar. You'll notice we've taken the student qualification questionnaire, modified it, put some boxes at the bottom for scoring, and essentially the information is identical to that you would gather when interviewing and approving any candidate for membership or participation in our programs. This is just an example of how you would modify the application so that it can match up the objectives of your scholarship competition. This will help you develop a procedure in your community where your image as a problem solver will be spread throughout the community. You can develop your own referral base through the ambassadors that we talked about